The sudden death of Senator Lindsey Graham is shining a national spotlight on a silent but life-threatening condition ahead of his funeral tomorrow. In tonight's Health Watch report, we talk to Aortic Hope, a nonprofit that supports people living with aortic disease, about why they hope his death leads to greater awareness. The news spread quickly. The longtime U.S. Senator gone after what his office first called a brief and sudden illness. Days later, the answer came.
Lindsey Graham unfortunately died of an aortic dissection. Aortic disease is what encompasses the whole thing. Aortic dissections can be rare. Aortic disease is not as rare as you think it is.
For Terry Cook, the headline felt deeply personal. She's president of Aortic Hope, a nonprofit organization created by people who survived the very condition that took Graham's life. Like Graham, she knows how suddenly aortic disease can change a life.
In 2011, I had an aortic dissection, but I had it in the descending part of the aorta. Most people don't even care about that, but that is the lower part of my aorta. I didn't know what it was. I didn't do anything about it. It was medically managed. I thought I was fine.
She thought the worst was behind her. It wasn't.
And then 10 years later, I had an actual aortic dissection type A, which is in the upper part of your aorta, in the arch. They found it via CAT scan because I went into the emergency room presenting with pain, told them about my history.
Her story underscores why cardiologist Dr. Adam Zweiman with LifeBridge Health says every minute matters.
People survive. About 80% of folks would survive their initial injury to the aorta. That proportion goes down quickly in aortic dissection, on the tune of 1 or 2% an hour. It might go down. So it's important to recognize it early and to seek attention early.
And when it happens, the body doesn't always give a warning, and he says genetics make a difference.
Family history matters. You should discuss screening for aortic changes with your physician or practitioner.
Survivor and founder of Aortic Hope, Karen Anderson, remembers where she was the moment her own life changed.
Sat down to watch TV and felt a pop in the right side of my neck. And I had Crohn's disease, so that wouldn't necessarily be that unusual. But then I couldn't feel my arms or legs momentarily.
The sooner the condition is recognized, the better the chances of survival.
They ordered that gold standard CT scan, and they came out and they told me that I was having what's called a type A aortic dissection.
For Karen, surviving did more than save her life. It changed it.
In more than so many ways, my life is better. Because I think before the dissection, you start to take life for granted.
Especially after a disease she says hid in the shadows for far too long.
But after the dissection, Karen 2.0 came to be. So initially, I was scared. I was reading things online that said I might not live more than 5 or 10 years. And really, that's kind of how Aortic Hope was born.
Today, she hopes Senator Graham's final chapter will help others write a different one.
When something like this happens with someone who's so well known, but who is so untouchable, I think this is happening to people every single day across this country, and many are thriving and surviving.
That's what Aortic Hope is. We are the catcher's mitt for once someone is diagnosed with aortic disease, they come to us and we help them navigate this new way of life, dealing with this aortic disease.
Now, doctors say knowing your family history, controlling your blood pressure, and seeking immediate care for sudden severe chest or back pain can make the difference between life and death. And also